Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to this edition of Wise Conservatism's Videoside Chat on this March the 12th of 2011. We've had all kinds of things going on here in this country and in this world. We had an 8.9 earthquake with the tsunami wave that went clean across the Pacific Ocean and hit the west coast of the United States. This morning, one of the nuclear reactors in Japan exploded, and now they're having people talking about a new China syndrome, unless they can get it shut down. I have no problems thinking that they will get it shut down. It's just the liberal media starting to rail against nuclear energy like they always have. But the problem that we have is that our president is constantly talking about how he is going to make sure that everything that is going on is going to make us necessarily pay for skyrocketing energy prices. And his only idea on this is to make us want to move away from gasoline-powered cars to electric cars, which will essentially keep us homebound and keep him in charge of where we go. And that isn't the end of it, folks. He wants to help us make sure that he does the regulating of our thermostats and everything else that has anything to do with our lives. And this has to stop. This is America. This isn't Soviet Russia. This isn't communist China. This isn't nations like that where the government tells everybody exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to do it at any time of the day or night. It isn't going to happen here if we keep our eyes open as to what is going on. Our nation was born with the ideals of a small government that did what it had to do to keep this nation and its citizens safe. This nation was not founded to have huge government that involves itself in everyone's affairs, no matter how big or how little those affairs are. I own a Mustang, a 1996 Mustang. Has a V6 engine in it, and I get about 30 miles to the gallon. Obama doesn't think that's good enough. I think it's fine. It gets me anywhere I want to go. If I want to take off today and go to the West Coast and visit my mom, I can do it. If I can pay for the gas, which is getting more and more impossible to do for the average person who doesn't make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And if I made that much a year, I'd be paying more in taxes, but it really wouldn't matter because I'd be making enough. But Obama says that we are not having to pay more taxes, but we are. We're paying more taxes in everything we buy. We're paying more for everything we buy, and because of that, we are paying more taxes too. Now, where in the world does that say we don't pay more taxes? Obama? The government is telling us that, actually the Democrats right now are telling us that them staying over in Illinois and not doing the work that they were elected to do here in Indiana isn't costing the taxpayers any money. And that is the biggest bold-faced lie that I have ever heard. They are being paid by the unions to stay over there. The unions, on the other hand, get their money from the taxpayers. So if that doesn't tell you where the money comes from in the first place, it should, because they are being paid by the taxpayers. No matter what any of them say over there, they are lying to you, because they are doing what they should not be doing. They are doing what they should have done. They are doing what they were not elected to do. And if we don't remember what went on here and who was over there and not going to work when this next election comes through, then shame on us, people, because we need to remember who is trying to destroy this nation and who is trying to keep it safe. Now, granted, there are a lot of things that the Republicans are not doing to keep us safe, and one of the things is to close our borders. The Republicans and the Democrats, neither one of them want to do that. But it has to be done. And if the elected officials will not do it from either party, then we need to get other people in there who will do it. People who can go to Washington, D.C. and not be swayed by the lobbyists and the people who have been there forever. We need candidates like Mike Pence who will not sway away from what he truly believes in. We need candidates like all these other Republicans who are standing firm and finally showing some backbone against the establishment in Washington. And everybody who is not following this and who is not standing up against the establishment in Washington needs to be replaced. Even if it's people like you and me from the grassroots part of the country who have never been in politics before. That's all it takes, is just someone who has never been in politics before, who knows what this country needs to survive, and who knows that the politicians in Washington are not doing what is needed to help this country survive. This is Robert the Infidel Garding with this edition of Wise Conservatism's Videoside Chat on this March the 11th. God bless America, God bless our troops especially, and God bless all of you out there. Have a wonderful and lovely week, and I'll see you next time. Good day.